The forbidden love that started a war. Tale of Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Chapter 1. The Rise of Rome's Power. 44 BC. In 44 BC, the Roman world was shaken by the assassination of Julius Caesar. Caesar had become the most powerful leader in Rome, but many senators feared he was becoming a king. After his death, Rome plunged into political chaos. Three powerful men formed an alliance known as the Second Triumvirate: Mark Antony, Octavian, and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus. Together, they ruled the Roman Republic and divided its territories among themselves. Mark Antony took control of the eastern provinces, which included the wealthy and strategic Kingdom of Egypt. Chapter 2. The Queen of Egypt, 48 to 41 BC. At the same time, Egypt was ruled by the brilliant and ambitious queen Cleopatra VII. Cleopatra was known not only for her beauty, but also for her intelligence. She spoke multiple languages and had strong political instincts. Earlier, she had formed an alliance with Julius Caesar to secure her throne. After Caesar's death in 44 BC, Cleopatra needed a new powerful ally to protect Egypt from Roman control. That opportunity appeared in 41 BC, when Mark Antony summoned Cleopatra to meet him in the city of Tarsus. What began as a political meeting soon became one of the most famous love stories in history. Chapter 3. A Powerful and Dangerous Romance, 41 to 34 BC. According to historical accounts, Cleopatra arrived in Tarsus on a magnificent golden barge, dressed like the goddess Aphrodite. Mark Antony was fascinated. Soon, the two began a romantic relationship that shocked the Roman world. Antony spent long periods in Egypt with Cleopatra, enjoying luxury and celebrations in the capital city of Alexandria. Their relationship produced 3 children and strengthened the political alliance between Rome's eastern leader and Egypt's queen. However, many Romans saw this relationship as dangerous. They believed Antony was abandoning Roman values and falling under the influence of a foreign queen. The growing tension between Antony and Octavian began to divide the Roman leadership. Chapter 4. Political rivalry turns to conflict, 36 to 32 BC. By 36 BC, the alliance between the Roman leaders was already weakening. Octavian began a powerful propaganda campaign against Antony. He claimed that Antony was no longer loyal to Rome and was planning to rule the empire from Egypt with Cleopatra. In 34 BC, Antony held a grand ceremony known as the Donations of Alexandria, where he granted territories to Cleopatra and their children. This act shocked many Roman senators. Octavian used it as proof that Antony had betrayed Rome. Soon, the political rivalry between Octavian and Antony turned into open hostility. Chapter 5. Rome declares war on Cleopatra, 32 BC. In 32 BC, Octavian convinced the Roman Senate to declare war. But interestingly, the war was not officially declared against Mark Antony. Instead, Rome declared war on Cleopatra, portraying her as a dangerous foreign queen trying to control Rome. This decision turned the personal and political conflict into a full-scale international war. Antony and Cleopatra combined their forces to face Octavian's powerful Roman fleet. The stage was set for one of the most decisive battles in ancient history. Chapter 6. The Battle of Actium, 31 BC. On September 2, 31 BC, The opposing fleets met near the Greek coast at Actium. Octavian's forces were commanded by the skilled general Marcus Agrippa. The battle was mainly fought at sea. During the intense fighting, Cleopatra's ships suddenly withdrew from the battle. Mark Antony followed her fleet, leaving much of his navy behind. This unexpected retreat allowed Octavian's forces to win a decisive victory. The defeat destroyed Antony's military power. Chapter 7. The Tragic End, 30 BC. After their defeat, Antony and Cleopatra returned to Egypt. Octavian's army soon invaded the country in 30 BC. Facing inevitable capture, Mark Antony chose to take his own life. Shortly afterward, Cleopatra also died, according to ancient stories, possibly by the bite of a poisonous snake known as an asp. With their deaths, the last independent ruler of Egypt had fallen. Octavian took control of Egypt and soon became the first emperor of Rome under the name Augustus. Chapter 8. A love story that changed history. The romance between Mark Antony and Cleopatra was not just a personal relationship, it had enormous political consequences. Their alliance deepened the conflict within the Roman leadership and helped trigger the final war that ended the Roman Republic. The victory of Octavian after the Battle of Actium transformed Rome from a republic into a powerful empire. Historians continue to debate how much of the conflict was caused by love, politics, or propaganda. But one fact remains clear. The relationship between Antony and Cleopatra changed the course of ancient history. Their dramatic story, filled with romance, power struggles, and tragedy, remains one of the most famous and mysterious love stories ever recorded. It is remembered as the forbidden love that helped start a war and reshape an empire.